Unofficially the world's richest man and president. Vladimir Putin was born on 7th October 1952 in the city of Saint Petersburg, Russia. His father's name was Vladimir Spiridonovich Putin and his mother's name was Maria Ivanovna Putina. Vladimir Spiridonovich is the youngest of 3 children of Putin and Maria Ivanovna Putina. Putin was born before the death of 2 brothers, Victor and Albert, born in the mid-1930s. Albert died during birth and Victor died of diphtheria. His mother worked in a factory and his father was a soldier in the Soviet Union. He served in the submarine fleet in the early 1930s. His father also served in the destruction battalion of the NKVD at the start of World War II. Vladimir Putin education. Vladimir Putin did his early schooling from school number 193 and Baskov Lane near home, and Putin studied German at Saint Petersburg High School 281 and speaks German as a second language. Putin studied law at Saint Petersburg State University and graduated in 1975. At the age of 12, he started practicing Samo and Judo. In his spare time, he enjoyed reading the works of Marx, Engels, and Lenin. Vladimir Putin's early political career. In May 1990, Putin was appointed as deputy mayor. On 28th June 1991, he became the head of the External Relations Committee of the Mayor's Office. Putin remained the head of the Committee on Foreign Relations until 1996. From 1994 to 1996, he held several other political and government positions in St. Petersburg. In March 1994, Putin was appointed as the first deputy chairman of the St. Petersburg government. On 26 March 1997, President Boris Yeltsin appointed Putin as deputy chief of the presidential staff. The first deputy chief was appointed on 25th May 1998. On 25th July 1998, Yeltsin appointed Putin as Director of the Federal Security Service, FSB. On 9th August 1999, Putin was appointed one of 3 first deputy prime ministers. Putin took his first term as president on 7th May 2000. On 14th March 2004, Putin was elected to the presidency for a second term, receiving 71% of the vote. On 4th March 2012, Putin was elected president of Russia for the 3rd time with 63.6% of the vote in the first round. Putin won the 2018 presidential election with over 76% of the vote. His 4th term began on 7th May 2018 and will run until 2024. Vladimir Putin as a president of Russia. Acting president 1999 to 2000. First term as president 2000 to 2004. Second term as president 2004 to 2008. Third term as president 2012 to 2018. And fourth term as president 2018 to present. Vladimir Putin Russia controversy. Time and again, Putin has been accused of controlling and influencing the Russian media. For example, in 2008, when the liberal newspaper Moskovsky Correspondent reported that Putin was planning to marry a rhythmic gymnast called Elena Kabeva, the editor was forced to resign within hours. In July 2016, Putin signed the controversial Big Brother law. According to this law, every telecom/internet service provider has to store the calls, messages, photos, and videos of users for 6 months. as well as store metadata for 3 years. Although the law has been passed to curb the menace of terrorism, many service providers said that storing so much data would cost them more than 4 times their annual profit. In addition, this bill interferes with the private life of Russian citizens. In November 2014, at the APEC summit, Putin made a warm gesture by wrapping a shawl around China's First Lady, Peng Liyuan. As soon as this video surfaced online, many people started suspecting Putin's intentions. As China has traditionally been conservative on public interactions between unrelated men and women, Putin's view of the public in public was not taken the way it was intended. As a result, the video was completely removed from Chinese TV and the internet. In 2014, the Putin-led Russian government was accused of shooting down a Malaysian passenger plane, MH17, which was flying over a disturbed region of eastern Ukraine, killing all 298 passengers on board. Putin has denied any wrongdoing and was quoted as saying, "If MH17 crashes in Ukraine, it is Ukraine's fault." Reportedly, Putin has also been linked to the murders of former Russian spy Alexander Litvinenko and politician rival Boris Nemtsov. Some interesting things related to President Vladimir Putin that you may not have known. Vladimir Putin in Russia-Ukraine war. Russian President Vladimir Putin has sparked one of the biggest security crises in Europe since World War II by invading Ukraine with troops, with missiles and artillery entering the country from multiple directions. Putin said he worked to protect civilians in separatist areas from Ukrainian forces, although there was no evidence that they were in any danger. US and European allies have warned for weeks that their intelligence suggests Moscow planned to make up a false justification for the war. Ukraine's government called Russia's action a full-scale offensive and imposed martial law across the country. Ukraine's Interior Ministry urged citizens to move to shelters, saying the capital Kiev was being targeted. If you like this video, then leave it a thumbs up, comment and subscribe to the channel, and also press the bell icon.